What's happening, guys? I'm Curtis, and we got about 4 hours to work on the car this week. So we only got 4 hours. I was supposed to have 2 nights this week, but one of them got eaten up, so we got 1 night to work on the car. Not a whole lot I can do at that time, but I think what we're gonna try to do is get started on the Panhard bar in the rear. So let's go over there and take a look at that. All right, so here's our rear axle. It's located forward and backwards with those parallel 4-links that we mounted a long time ago, but there's nothing holding it side to side. So in order to solve that, we're gonna use a Panhard bar. It's kind of the cheapest and easiest way to do this. There are better ways like a Watts link or a Mumford link, but this is easy. So this is gonna run in here. One end's gonna get mounted to the frame on the driver's side, and then we'll mount the other end to the axle plates on the passenger side. We wanna mount this as low as possible because this dictates our roll center. So we need to see how low we can mount it without it hitting the chassis rails at full droop. So let's cycle the suspension all the way down and mark out the axle plates where they're gonna go, and then that'll kind of dictate how low we can mount the Panhard bar. All right, so we marked out where the frame rail would hit, and then we also marked out 1 inch up from there. That's the diameter of those rod ends. So we need that 1 inch of clearance so that the rod end doesn't hit the frame rail. So this red mark here is where our mounting point should be for our Panhard. And that measures about 33 3/4. The tires are about 23 3/4 off the ground. So it puts our roll center about 10 inches. That's a little high for me. I'd like it to be closer to like 4 inches or 6 inches, but you know, packaging constraints just won't allow it. So we're gonna mount a roll center at 10 inches. And if it proves to be too, it'll probably make it pretty squirrely, but if it proves to be too squirrely in the future, we'll change it. We'll put in a Mumford link or something. So our next step, let's grab some steel plate and build a couple of tabs that we can tack on here and mount our Panhard in. Change of plans. Before we cut tabs for the axle side, let's weld a bar in from this bottom joint here up, and that'll be where we'll mount the Panhard bar to. Yeah, let's do that first. chassis side mount done, at least for now. We'll move on to the axle side mount. To do that, we're gonna employ a little trick from Project Binky, little CAD, little cardboard-aided design. And there's our axle side mount done. That one was a heck of a lot easier than the chassis side mount. Obviously, I'm kidding. Obviously, we're gonna replicate that in steel, but I'm out of time. So we're gonna have to leave that as it sits, held on there with the handyman secret weapon, until next week. Next week, hopefully we'll finish that up. I should have time to move on to, you know, maybe even some other projects. There's a lot of unfinished stuff kind of lurking around on the car, so maybe we'll clean up some of that. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, let me know what's going on, and we'll pick up with you guys next week. I'm out of here.